What's up, y'all? Blade from Ready Clips here, bringing you our next war recap. This past war, we went up against this clan called Ubian Inside, and as you can see, we won 69 to 66. Did pretty well, left a couple stars on a couple of these mid-level uh, Town Hall 9s up here, um, but overall did pretty well. So we'll get right into the attacks here, starting off with Beastos taking on the number 2. So straightforward, shattered Goho here with one jump, 3 heals. Uh, Starts off by luring the CC. One of the things we see all the time right now are these easy lures, and if you got an easy lure, then it's just hard not to take. So uh, he takes that lure, drops that poison down, some barbarians to distract the dragon with some whiz behind, and really this is just pretty much flawless. Just keeps feeding barbarians right underneath. Only I think loses one of his 2 wizards to kill that CC. Second one does go down to finally getting in range of that Expo while the queen steps up and helps. But pops queen ability to get some of those guys off of her, and instead to focus on the golems that he's sending in there. Big tanks. Doesn't use wall breakers here. Just goes straight with the jump, wanting to get you know a bunch of compartments open there, and just kind of saves on a little troop space there, which obviously works really nicely for this attack. This is where he's headed, looking for a double giant bomb right in there. Tesla pops, and one bomb pops, and we're gonna find out that really there are single bombs scattered all around. But that's fine. So while he's in there, just starts deploying those hogs around the outside, almost like a 2 big concentrated drops there, headed in, putting a heal down to heal him through that giant bomb that now he knows there's going to be probably a giant bomb in each of those compartments. And just keeps working around with the rest of his hogs that way and heals dropping right there for those giant bombs. And just kind of sends a couple more hogs on each defense as they work their way around to sort of reinforce. And by this point, it's game over. Last giant bomb he has to worry about. Still had that heal. He's got a giant pack of hogs in there. He's able to get them all back up to full health. And then they split up to deal with these last 2 defenses. And he's already got some wizards down on the backside to do a little cleaning. A couple hogs go away to springs. Then they just kill off the skeletons and go in there and just work on the cleanup. So really nice hit, Beastos. Way to get it done, man. All right. Next, let's see here. No, 6. We have Mark on this one. I showed you guys in the last war. He kind of had the game winner in that war, really sealing the deal for us. Uh, and right here, he just puts down a really nice attack. Gets that easy lure, brings the CC out. Does the job killing that. Also has some skeletons, which sometimes when you're dealing with that drag loon, if skeletons come out too, it's nice because you want to get rid of those so they're not harassing your hogs later. But it does kind of mess up the plan of doing your barb feed just a little bit. So loses a couple wizards there, but that's okay. Sends down his golems, doing the shattered entry. Uh, Builds a really nice big funnel with plenty of wizards there. And yeah, now he's gonna go ahead and go in and break open that compartment. Golems are gonna swing around and head in. Big. One of the important things he's trying to do here is get in there and get that queen, obviously. And his king locks on from a good distance. Hits his ability and goes in and crushes her. One thing about this clan we're facing, they just did not have good heroes. We have some guys that don't have the best heroes either. Um, and yeah, so we just had absolutely no difficulty getting in there, killing defending heroes because they were nothing. And then, but anyway, so Mark's still has columns taking. They're going to run this ring around while he's just going to start deploying hogs in. He's using surgical deployment there, And this ends up being absolutely insane. When we look at all these defenses just going down, you know, giant bombs not popping anywhere. Hogs, pathing right around some of the spots they could have been in. This King's chasing down golems there. One bomb goes down, but the cannon right there is all that's left. Mark still has 2 heals left, and he has no need to use them. I don't think he swags them or anything. I think he just, he just gets it done, runs around with his hogs, drops a goblin for cleanup, and saves those 2 heals for later. Just absolutely awesome to spell this guy. Yeah, so I love that. Really nice hit mark. Oh, here he does. He does swag the heals over there, protecting his hogs as they finish off those final couple of trash buildings. So awesome hit mark. Love that. Sorry for my voice. It's a little crackly. I got kind of a cold this week, so. And I can't breathe through my nose. All right, on to director. So director this war added a air game to his attack abilities. He was a lower level Town Hall 9, a lot like me. It just dropped his expos not too long ago, and just recently got those barracks up to get those hounds available. So he's bringing it this war with his first ever Laloon. Lures the CC down, gets it killed. Does a nice job, dropping some barbs to keep those things distracted for a little while. Wizards, only uses 2 wizards and his queen. They all survive. Drops down this single golem to go in here. Because the most important thing at this point for him is going to be getting that queen down. And then he's got 4 hounds to deal with 3 air defenses. He's also going to get 1 air defense as he goes in after that queen. So Golem takes that jump. King's going to go in. He's going to go straight in, take that jump, and go right after that queen. Again, she's only level 5. Like I said, these guys do not have great heroes. So really no difficulty at all taking her down. And here come the hounds, deploying those kind of at offsetting angles to go through, pull any different air traps there might be, to hopefully keep his loons from having to worry too much. Goes ahead and rages them up to get right in there and take down that first air defense. Rage actually moves them in a little, almost too quickly. I think, it ended up not being a big deal, I guess. But anyways, all of his golems go over there to that next air defense. First one pops. He's getting some air skeletons come up, which, those can be a pain in the butt, but his, the lava pups take those out with no problem. And, a couple other hounds pop as they just keep working their way around, hitting these last air defenses. I think he still keeps this one final hound at full health. Just dropping haste and, dropped a couple rages earlier to get those balloons in there and take down those defenses quickly. And, this raid is already over. There's 3 defenses down there, but he's got a giant pack of balloons, and there's, nothing's going to bother him anymore. Got quite a few hounds, not a whole lot of cleanup left to do, because he dropped, he kept his queen alive and dropped some wizards early to do cleanup as the loons work their way across that base from the bottom left to the top right. So, nice hit, director. Way to bring in that new element to your game. All right, next. This was a fun raid. 15, we cleared all of the Town Hall 8s except for number 15 very early on. And I don't know, we had a couple guys kind of struggle with this base. We still had probably 6 or, we probably had like 5 or 6 attacks left when Neon hit this. But a couple of the other guys who still had attacks had already hit this and failed. So Neon, I think Neon was our last Town Hall 8 that was able to hit it before one of us lower Town Hall 9s was going to have to dip and clean it up. And as you may have noticed from the clock, he takes all of the time, and it is awesome we were going nuts. All of us were going back and forth on whether or not he had this raid or not. Gets the lure, poisons that CC to soften that up a little bit, brings it all out with an archer here, and he's just um, gonna go with a couple different archers and a couple wizards to sort of surround that dragon and take it down pretty quick. So there you go, and then he's just gonna straight up Asian wall. Takes down the one cannon over here first, and then just goes Asian wall right across this whole base, and just gonna let him work straight from this bottom left all the way across. Yeah, the one criticism we had on this was his heals were a little early, and he knew it too. He said as soon as he dropped those heals, he was kind of hitting himself because he realized that was just a little bit early because of those bomb placements. Ends up working out fine. Ends up healing that top pack, which is kind of the lighter pack. As you can see also, he dropped in some giants all around to do a little tanking for his hogs as they work their way around. And right here, still got a nice sized pack of hogs, but just gets sprung a lot of different times up there. And with the skeletons and the king coming around, they just do not have the juice to get past that king, and the king kills the last of them. His king does not have a lot of health left, so his king is going to end up going down here as well. But he's got a ton of wizards coming around doing cleanup. Once his hogs died, once his king died, sort of like, man, is there any way he can do this? And look, all that's left for those 3 buildings, they're in the center right now, and he's got a bunch of wizards all like beating through walls trying to get in there and get it. And that king is just going to come around and keep smashing them down. But here, this one gets in kind of late, does some work on this town hall, draws that king over, and then boom, finally, one wizard chases that king down, shoots him down, and that wizard, literally in the very last second, finishes off the CC just in time for the 3-star. It was awesome. we were going crazy. This war was not a tough war. We knew we had it in the bag, but it was it was definitely one of the more exciting attacks, since it was our final Town Hall 8 attack we could use there before dipping down and clearing that up. So nice hit, Neon. Closer. Oh, here we are. Really good hit. And last, I'm going to show ya boy coming in here. Uses a fun little strategy, kind of a break from all the straight hogs we do, and goes with a holo. Starts off, again, typical lure, speed up past that a little bit. Nothing too exciting here. Does a good job of distracting that stuff with barbarians and then sending his wizards in. And the one bad thing about the way this holo worked is, it did mean, his kill squad did not survive. He probably could have brought that in from one of these other corners where the loons came in, but deploy the loons on that corner a little quicker, but not a big deal. Sends a couple test hogs into that compartment, and then just a straight 2-finger drop with the remaining 18 hogs. They're going to finish that, pre-heals that one spot in case there were some bombs there. And hogs just path straight into the core, and he's still got 2 heals left there. He drops one of the last heals, but doesn't even need the final heal. That one heal over the core was all it took to keep the hogs up. As he does end up dropping it, just to be safe. But yeah, they kill off those remaining skeletons. Hogs are in there to take down the CC. Still had a loon left that I don't know if he forgot or what, but lots of cleanup troops left. The one thing he could have done here is deployed some of those cleanup troops up at the top of the base. Instead, he's gonna have to have a lot of troops. You're gonna have to work their way around and get up there, but no big deal. Obviously, it works. It's a really nice hit, you boy. And you boy had a 6-star war this time, which was pretty awesome, all off of fresh hits. So, way to go, man. Gotta love that. All right, man. Well, that's it for this war. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, sorry about my weird voice. Hopefully it will be back to normal by the time I do the next war recap or next video. And yeah, until then, Peace.